Hello, commanders. Um, that was corny, but that's gonna be my opening, so deal with it. Um, Today for my second cast, we are on Waystation Zeta, and it will be a 1v1. So obviously, I did fix the mic issue. I found out what that was, so it might be a little too loud now, but it's whatever. Let's introduce our players. So on the left hand side, spawning in as the teal Aeon commander, we have Vanady. I'm not going to pronounce that name because I've tried and I sound like I'm having a seizure. He will drop down one air factory, get some Miko with his engineers, and immediately drop down to get that expansion really quickly. And on the right hand side, spawning in as the tan Cybern Commander, we have Alphahex dropping down 2 air factories, getting eco, and immediately sending 1 engineer to get that expansion. And it does look like they will have a scout up at the same time, but I don't think Alpha will scout. I believe he will use that 1 fighter to take out Vanity Scout, especially since now he has 2. Let's see. Vanity has scouted, and he does know that Alpha is getting that second expansion, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do on this map. So look at that. Vanity wisely placing down an anti-air tower because he knows he has pretty much lost air at this point. Placed another one right there, so if he has, if he did try to bomb one of his engineers, he'd take very, very heavy losses. Does seem like he's a little low on mass right now. Hey, but all's well that ends well, right? Does look like Vanity is trying to get a radar up after he gets that mech on the side. Alpha does already have a radar, so that's a 1-up for him. And Vanity does have AA, so that's also a 1-up. So I'd say they're fairly even right now. It does look like they are both finishing up their side expansions. And he will not get that engineer, it doesn't look like. And it does look like he's going to lose all those planes. Yep. That was really bad. Will he get one? It does look like he will. He does not. Wow. Well, it does look like Vanity has bought himself some time. Alpha has stopped building fighters as well as Vanity. But Vanity does have more fighters now, so if it gets a good engagement early, he could honestly take those 2 out if he micros correctly, which would be a really, really big win, especially since, research. It's fairly early. Does look like Vanity will start pushing mid as well as Alpha. Pretty sure he saw that, so he's got to respond somehow. Alpha is continuing to expand to the top, getting all that nice mechs. And it does look like Alpha is starting his air production once again. Vanity has not. So Vanity has lost the advantage of having that one little fighter more. It does look like a Vanity will start PD pushing, does not finish it. Might have been a little micro mistake. does get a few shots on Alpha, and he is going to start building land. Now, knowing this map, he will probably get an MML, or a TML, excuse me, and he'll lose this mass extractor. Because if I'm not mistaken, TMLs on factories go all the way up to right here. So yeah, it'd be fairly bad place to put this right here. But if Alpha can get that down and put a TML on that, it'll be fairly even. It does look like Vanity does take out the scout from Alpha. Didn't really get anywhere. Alpha wisely bombing that radar right before the shield comes up, so that was a good move by Alpha. Looks like Alpha is pausing that top expansion, unless that was a mistake. I'm pretty sure it's to get these two down here. He might be a little low, since he went for that 2 fact in the beginning and that straight expansion. Vanity getting AA, so this is pretty much a no-go area now for Alpha's fighters. And just like I predicted, KML in the factory took out that 1 mass extractor, so now Alpha is down 1 more mass extractor. Does look like Vanity is building a research station and 2 energy, and it does look like Alpha will be doing the same thing. And wow, that TML reaches all the way over here, took out Alpha's radar. Now he's forced to build another one. Do those reach the Cormac? I think it does. Wow, that is surprising. Because I remember UEF factory. Obviously they're different, but I remember it went up just right here. Anyway, it does look like Vanity will be expanding his land output. And if Vanity does decide to get TML shields, and look at that, yep. On all 3 factories, this will be very dangerous because Alpha is going to lose one of his core mexes. So Alphahex is down 2 mexes now. How will he respond to this? It does look like he does have air though. So he can't really do anything. Vanity can't really do anything right now. He's kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Does look like Alpha is building some Brackman. Maybe to put him right here and have him shoot over the edge, which would be a really good idea. And there goes another core mix for Alpha, which is very bad. But then again, it's not really that bad because Alpha has expanded. He has his top and he has his bottom. Vanity has not expanded to either the top or the bottom, so I'm pretty sure Alpha is actually still above on that mass, even though he lost those 3 mass extractors. He will scout to see what these are, and Alpha did put down a land gantry. I saw that earlier, didn't comment on it because I'm a little slow. But I'm assuming that's going to be Megalith. It does look like Vanity is starting his air production once again. Vanity getting more research stations, which would probably be really wise right here. Let's see his engagement. Is it going to be angry? 1 Brackman shot, 2 Brackman shots, 3, 4. Will any of those hit? Probably not. Probably up. There's 1. There's 2. 1's in the yellow. Does look like Alpha will put a PD down, and he is expanding his energy production. See this engagement. I've been on 0 this whole time. But it's whatever. Been pretty good. Supposed to be playing on this speed anyway. Now, see, Alpha, it would be good if he clumps up his units. But he could lose fighters. Which wouldn't be a terrible loss, but then it'd still be. He needs the fighters. Let's just say that. Alpha is trying to recover, rebuilding those core mexes, sucking up that delicious mass. Oh, where is? It does look like Alpha will lose one fighter. What will? I think he's going around to see if he's expanding, but I think he's noticed, hey, Vanity hasn't expanded yet, so I'm going to come back. Because now Alpha is getting bombed, I'm pretty sure. Gotta get that factory shield down or else, nothing's going to happen. Especially with that PD, He still can't push, and a really, really bad engagement right there. Alpha still hasn't lost a land unit, I do not think. So that was bad. He's just losing more to Brackman Fire. And he did get a Megalith out. Is he building another one? Yes, he is. And he looks like he will place down a second land gantry. And that Megalith, Vanity is in trouble right here. He really has nothing to do with this Megalith right now. Or these Brackman, to be fair. I mean, yeah, he's still outranging that PD, even with that little close. He saw he was getting shot at, responded really quick. Now, I think exactly what I just, was thinking. So that will force Alphahex to stop pressuring Vanity. Still gets a land factory and a radar though. Forced to respawn down south with his first Megalith. And it does look like Alpha will be placing a third land gantry. Still building Megaliths. No other experimental in sight quite yet. It does look like Vanity restarted his air production a long time ago. Alpha still has his pretty much on hold at this moment. Vanity rebuilding that land factory and building 2 more. And this could be, I wouldn't say bad news, but it would be a shame because those are pretty much vetted halfway. And there goes one. That Megalith is getting shots off on them. Let's see if he can get all 3. Does look like Vanity will be pushing up mid 2. Nope, he teleported. Look at that. Looks like Vanity is going for Alpha's expansions, but now he doesn't really have any troops in the middle, which could be really, really bad because it does look like Alpha is pushing. Let's look at this. Yeah, these troops are just gone. I do think though that Vanity might get all 3. It does look like Vanity will get all 3. Another Megalith pressuring Vanity on mid. He will be getting, his expansions and be wise to get that radar down. Is he going? Yep, alright, perfect. Let him get a shot off. Oh, look at this. Teleported right next to the Megalith, and that Megalith is going to die. Ooh. Good bombing run by Alpha, but he didn't get any troops. I think his bombs did hit about 4, but he just didn't have enough. It does look like maybe Vanity could win air, but does look like Alpha has restarted his air production and expanding his air production on top. Does look like Vanity might get one of his land gantries, his first one, by that, so I'm barely vetted, I'm pretty sure, or almost. Getting these really, really low. Will he be able to get 2 of them? It would be really good if he got that one, but I don't think he is going to. Looks like he will teleport to get those mass attractors. Alpha is pressuring on the south side of Vanity's middle base. Vanity surprisingly has not expanded to the top or bottom, but honestly, with Alpha's air at this point, they would have started getting bombed anyway. It does look like Vanity will teleport. Bombing run by Alpha was decent. Still got a lot of his troops with all that splash damage. And the rest of those troops will go. Looks like another teleport snipe on another of Alpha's megaliths. A lot of Brackman fire. Will he micro out of this? It does not look like he will. Oh no. And another bombing run by Alphahex. Oh, that's just dangerous. Getting 2, putting a lot of tanks low. But it does look like he will win that land engagement on the bottom. It does look like Vanity used his air to bomb the air factory, but in return, I think he lost air, which I don't think was wise, to say the least. But, you know, at least he pretty much stopped this. Because it looks like Alpha retreated his engineer back, so it wouldn't get bombed. So that was a wise move. Does look like Vanity will push on top though. Alpha responding by putting them on the edge, which is really, really good, because that megalith can pretty much see all of this. And 2 tanks are still alive. It does look like a Vanity will try to go for maybe a megalith snipe, but he just doesn't have enough troops. Will he teleport out of that? Doesn't look like he will. Another teleport, trying to just get these megaliths down, because he knows if Alpha gets way too many megaliths, the game is over. And at a combination, Alpha only has 3 megaliths out right now. Does look like Alpha is looking to see if Vanity has expanded yet, and he has not. Looks like Vanity will get that mass attractor maybe, unless these 2 bombers are going to deal with them. Vanity wisely upping his air production, because if Alpha just has air superiority, that's not good news for Vanity, because he could just one-shot all his AA pretty much now. Does look like Alpha will start pushing mid. Will lose 1 factory. A teleport, really good teleport by Vanity. Might get 2 megaliths. 2 are in the red. Gets 2. Will he get the 3rd one? And he does get the 3rd one. But 3 more have just popped out for Alpha. It does look like maybe Vanity is trying to get his land gangsters again, but I just don't think it's gonna work out his way again like it did last time when he got that one. These just staying still. He almost got one, but you know, too many megaliths. Does look like Vanity did get that one in mass extractor with 2 tanks, the Yinzus, and they will start getting bombed. Look at that reflection on the shields. Wow, how nice. Now what it looks here, it does look like he might either be low on energy or mass, but I honestly think it might be mass, because he hasn't expanded. Yeah, I don't know why that's not building. It's probably one of the two. Does look like Vanity will start taking out his mass extractors once again on the top. Not letting Alpha get those yummy resources. Does look like both players are sending their air up the middle. I mean, you know, middle top, I guess, right here. Another push to the center, pressuring Vanity to do something. Let's see this air fight. Oh, Jesus. And Alpha with the reinforcements. I do think Vanity was winning that air engagement until Alpha brought in more, you know, fighters. But those tanks will get away to hopefully get another one. It does look like Vanity's middle hold has collapsed. Just too many megaliths coming out of those land gantries now. It does look like Vanity will push down south. Vanity did get one of those mass extractors. We'll probably get that one too. And it does look like Alpha will start pushing towards Vanity's base now. It does look like Vanity is stopping his push and going straight back. Because that is enough troops to stop all of this pretty much. Another teleport. Trying to do what he can with those two Yenjus. Obviously there's point defense there, so they're just gonna get their soul took from them. Now depending on the few moves right here, this could be either game for Alpha, but then again, it could also be game for Vanity. But we shall see what goes on. Looks like wow, I keep saying like twice, and I'm just, my brain's having a tumor. I just woke up. But does look like Vanity will teleport. Will this bombing run get a lot of troops? Oh, it will get 3. But it does look like Vanity will take out 1 megalith. Will he get a second? It does not look like. Those reserve megaliths that were in the back did take care of most of them. And another bombing run by Alpha finishing off. And Vanity does control K. He pretty much lost his only defense there. And he was not going to win air over the megaliths. Wow. Great game by both players. If I'd ever seen one. But of course you saw it. It's got to be great, I guess. So, congrats to Alpha for winning a match. The match against Vanity. Was a really intense match, especially with all that teleport going around by Vanity. But I do believe, you know, maybe if Vanity did expand, this might have been a little different. But then, you know, like I said earlier, he lost there. So, not like he would have had anything to do anyway. So, thank you, Alphahex, for sending in this replay. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I am in need of replays. So my email will be down in the description, or you know, just message me on Discord those juicy replays, and yeah, I'll cast them if they're pretty good. So yeah, thanks again, Alpha, for sending in this replay. Thank you all for watching, and GG.